No shower today. Just a little deodorant. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Adelina and I make videos about living in this tiny house on wheels and living a more intentional life. I'm trying to talk loudly because my lavalier mic is broken. So today I thought I would do a day in the life, a Saturday here in the tiny house. Now this isn't going to be a typical day because it snowed again last night. I'm not sure how the roads are. And there's some things that I need to do today, and hopefully I can get out to do them. I think the main roads are clear. So I'm just going to take you along on what I do on a weekend, on a snowy weekend, here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Hey, Sophie. I fed you. Go ahead. Yeah, it's right there. They normally get snow here. We normally get snow here maybe 3 times during winter, and it's already happened twice. So, you know, weather patterns are changing, and there's no such thing as normal, I suppose. So, just learning to deal with that. And today we're just going to do some errands. I have to go to Best Buy to buy a microphone. There's a health food grocery store in Duncan that I want to check out. And I'm just going to show you what this world looks like when it's covered in snow, which is not something that I expected to see, at least not quite so soon. Well, let's go down to the ocean and I'll show you what that looks like. Anyways, I'm gonna have my coffee. Ah, very good. Sophie is having her food. And then we'll get going. I still have to clean her litter box and do a few things. First thing I'm gonna do is drink my coffee, and then maybe make a little breakfast, and then we'll get our day started.
I've been wanting to go to this community farm store for ages, and I was really impressed with the selection that they had. It really reminds me of Community Natural Foods that we have in Alberta. It just has a lot of organic foods, a really great selection of vegan items. I did pick up some eggnog because I do love me that oat milk eggnog. I found the Riviera lemon yogurt. That's my favorite flavor that they have. It's just so delicious. Vegan cheeses, a lot of Miyoko's brand, which I thought was quite amazing because I haven't seen some of these products anywhere else here, or even in Alberta, to be honest with you. So this was really a cool store. I love this stuff. The best. And look, vegan marshmallows, maple flavored. Yes, please. The next stop that I made was at the old farm store. It's right on Highway 1 in Duncan, and this is such a cool place. It's kind of a destination. As you'll see, that they have just the most beautiful selection of vegetables and fruits, just produce, and some really cool other items. I ended up finding liquid smoke, which was something that I was on the hunt for and couldn't find in the mainstream grocery stores for some reason. And then I also bought some peppers and some bread. What's cool about this place is that there is a garden center, and then there's a coffee shop that also has neat little things inside. And really good lattes and snacks. None of the baked goods there are vegan, which is unfortunate, but the coffee is awesome, and sometimes I will go when the weather's nice or even when it's not and grab a coffee and just sit and people watch or read. So this was really a cool place. I know. I keep it safe.
The ocean is so calm, but it's so pretty. Just love it here. Anywhere where I can see the ocean is a good place. Okay, so I am going to make some dinner. I did have some smoky potato and bacon soup at Plantitude at lunchtime, which was delicious, but not a huge meal. So I am kind of hungry, but I'm also kind of lazy. And in the interest of keeping things real, I'm going to make something in my Instant Pot that's super easy. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. You saw me buy those peppers at that farm store. So I'm gonna use a red pepper, some frozen green peas, one small, I think this is a yam. I have some cut up potatoes. I made some home fries in the oven yesterday, but I cut up more potatoes than I needed. So I'm gonna use some of these cut up and a little bit of cauliflower. And I'm going to put that all into the Instant Pot with this Patex Vindaloo sauce. It doesn't have any cream in it. It's got coconut milk, coconut cream in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of bouillon and water to clear this, to clean up the jar, and add a little bit more liquid for the Vindaloo curry. I buy these little rice things at the dollar store for the days when I don't have any rice made. So I'm going to use this. I also bought some of these Indian Life Tandoori naans. They are vegan, so they don't have any buttermilk or yogurt. So we're gonna use that as well, but it's just gonna be super fast because sometimes you just don't feel like cooking. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing something complicated, but I do want something hearty and I want leftovers. So that's what I'm gonna make. And now we're going to add the full jar of the Vindaloo sauce, or whatever jarred curry you prefer. Vindaloo is a little spicy, so I think I might actually add some coconut milk. I happen to have a little can of coconut milk, so I'm going to add that as well, just to tame the spiciness a little bit. Okay, so I've added the jar, and now I'm going to add a jar full of water with a little bit of this bouillon broth. Just add a little extra flavor. and, whoops, and this can of coconut milk, which is probably like a quarter of a can of regular size can. Whoopsie. You can see that the cream is all solid at the bottom. Sorry for all the tapping. All right, so let's give this a good stir. To incorporate everything. That's good. All right, so now I'm going to put the lid on it. Put it on sealing. And I'm going to cook it for 8 minutes. So we're going to let that cook and then relax. Okay, I was working on editing this video because what I realized is when you were doing a vlog, you should not be uploading that vlog the next day. So yeah. Okay, so this is done and it's very hot, but I'm just gonna put some in here. I have, yum, a naan that I have warmed up, hot, on a frying pan on the stove. Snuggle on the sofa with Sophie for a little bit until it's time to get ready for bed. Okay, it's time for bed, to get ready for bed. And what I'm going to do is give Sophie her wet food. I always add a little water because I just want her to drink lots of water. So that's Sophie's bedtime treat. I'm going to have some of that hot chocolate I bought. I'm even going to put some marshmallows in it. Water's boiling. I'm gonna go put my jammies on. All right, got my jammies on, got my water boiled, Sophie is fed. I've never actually had the maple flavored dandies. I have had the pumpkin ones, I think, and the regular ones. Give these a taste. They're marshmallows. They're good. I won't go too crazy. I'll just add a few, so I'm not being bad.
I realized that I'd shown you my routine in the morning, but not in the evening, and I don't have the energy to get the tripod out. So I have just cleansed my face with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Cleanser. I really like this. It's vegan. e.l.f. products are vegan, and it's really inexpensive, and it does a really good job of taking makeup off. I do use a cotton pad and the Quo Gentle Makeup Remover. Quo is a Canadian brand sold at Shoppers Drug Mart and is vegan. So now that that's done, we are putting on the Ordinary Buffet with copper peptides. That's the same blue one that I put on this morning. I'm not sure if you guys are interested in this, but since I did it this morning, I should probably show you what I do in the evening. So there's that one. And I had been using this Pacifica Water Bounce, but they've discontinued it, and that's empty. And I had ordered from The Ordinary a different one, a different serum, and I can't say that. So you're just going to have to screenshot that. But it's basically a vitamin C serum. It's quite watery, and it goes on feeling kind of oily, but it's actually not. Once it absorbs in, it's really quite dry, I guess it is. So I'm giving this one a try. I haven't decided what I think of it, but I do really love this Water Bounce, the Pacifica Water Bounce with pea peptides and kelp. But again, they've discontinued it, I think. I can't find it at the Shoppers Drug Mart where I usually buy. Okay, so that's the serums on the face, and then I'm going to put some of this caffeine solution. But this is for your eyes, around the eyes. And I have quite crinkly eyes, which I don't mind. Because they come from smiling and maybe squinting at the sun. I am also trying out The Ordinary's multi-peptide lash and brow serum. I'm not sure I notice a whole lot of difference, but I basically just put a line on my eyelashes and a little bit on the eyebrows, because, you know, I'm of the vintage where we plucked our eyebrows, which I had to do because I had a unibrow being Portuguese. But there. So that is nighttime routine. I don't usually put a moisturizer on at night because I find that the serums are good enough. So guys, that was my Saturday. Not necessarily typical because we have the snow, and I didn't do any laundry this Saturday. But, you know, I did do some running around, a little grocery shopping, went for a little walk at the ocean, and that sort of stuff that I do most weekends. So now I'm going to drink my hot chocolate. I have a very good friend in Chattanooga, and what we have been doing is watching Netflix documentaries. We are on the phone, on our cell phones, while we're watching the show on our TVs. It syncs up pretty good. I'm sure there's easier ways to do that. The first one we watched was Island of the Sea Wolves. I think that's what it's called. And it's set here in Vancouver Island. Oops, I apologize, but Sophie is here. And she has to nudge up against the camera. Anyways, Island of the Sea Wolves. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's an awesome documentary. It's filmed here on Vancouver Island. Nice. So thanks. And if you have ever been curious about how beautiful this part of the world is, watch that show. You'll get invested in the characters, I guarantee you. Anyways, I'm going to go watch a couple episodes with him. And then Sophie and I, oh, sorry, that's your butt. And then Sophie and I are going to go to sleep. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, because we all need more kindness. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.